And when you sign a contract, do you make sure of what you're signing right down to every clause? And then what happens when there are cancellation fees involved?
Well, Eyewitness News reporter Stephen Pope has the story of one family who got sent an $1,100 bill a year later.
The economy has meant many have lost their jobs, even their homes. But what happens when you have a year-long contract with Dish Network and you have to move into an apartment? That's the case for Annalise Stoddard. They lost their home a year ago, and when Dish Network heard about their situation, they waived all the cancellation fees. But they had a second contract with a local vendor. Direct Connect sent them a bill months later for $1,100 and was not willing to negotiate the bill down to less than $825.
I've lost my home. Isn't that enough? And then you want to charge me $1,100 in early cancellation fees? And that's not much more or less than I make in 1 month that they're asking me for.
I went to Direct Connect, who was not willing to speak to me on camera, but gave me a copy of their customer logs and explained in these sort of situations, they offer options. One customer log reads, just bump him down to the Dish family or vacation hold. If the Stoddards had bumped down, it would have been $20 a month for the remaining 6 months of contract, only $120 in total. But because they called Dish Network, they now have costly fees according to the breach contract. If they said to you, we're willing to cut this down to $120, would you pay it and get out of the mess?
Well, yeah, I was willing to pay the $825. I'm going to pay this amount if it says it in my contract. However, I think I'm getting taken advantage of.
Direct Connect says that they are absolutely in the right and are financially damaged by early cancellations. But Stoddard thinks otherwise.
When I get this letter, I will never do business with a vendor ever.
But she even admits her only option now is to pay the reduced $825 bill and says viewers need to be careful when they sign up for anything. In Rexburg, I'm Stephen Pope, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
The story came to us from a Channel 3 viewer. If you have a news tip or story idea, call our Eyewitness News tip line 24 hours a day at 523-8984.